I hope you're all well. I have decided to do a minimalism, not a challenge, but just 12 days of minimalism, basically. January 1st is just around the corner, and not only is it the start of a new month and a new year, but it's also the start of a new decade, which I just think is incredible. I feel like it is a chance for us all to just not only leave things, you know, people always say like, oh, I'm leaving that in 2018, or obviously this time I'm leaving that in 2019, but leave it in the last decade. Like, it's really a chance to just cleanse and clear and make your vision so focused and just step into the life of abundance and positivity and happiness and just pure joy that is our birthright to live. As part of that, I think it is so important to declutter and minimise not only our physical space but our minds as well, and just having a clear space and clear like things on our phones and our computers and laptops and just in our lives in terms of relationships and thoughts and things. It will just give you so much clarity in terms of what you really do want and what you really don't want and how your life is supposed to be. And a couple of years ago I did my minimalism series, so I guess this is just another series where I went through and I did like minimising my kitchen and minimising the bathrooms and the bedrooms, and I did so much of it and I absolutely loved it, and so many of you got on board with it as well and just found it really helpful, not only to make you feel more organised physically in your home, like to be able to find where things are, but also mentally it just makes you feel more on top of things, and knowing where things are means that your morning routines will be much quicker and there's less stress. And I mean, I've done a video before on the benefits of minimalism, so I will leave that linked below, but yeah, I'm gonna get into this anyway. I'm going to be doing 12 days of minimalism, so for the next 12 days in a row you will have a minimalism style video from me, and I'm really excited for it. I feel like I need it. This year has been tough for me. The last 2-3 years have been tough, and I am all for heading into 2020 with the best intentions, and I think rather than waiting until New Year's Day to get it started, do it now so that you've got that kind of head start over the Christmas period and into the new year. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know if you're joining me. You're going to have to let me know on Instagram because comments are still disabled. That's one of my goals in 2020, to get my comments back. So today's video is going to be toys, because I mean, the majority of you guys that watch my channel are parents. If you're not parents, then take this as a day off. Start tomorrow. If you're parents, you've got children, you will know that Christmas can just be such an overwhelming time toys-wise. I try to be quite minimalistic in how much I give to the boys, how much Father Christmas gives to the boys. They ask for one present from Father Christmas, and then the rest of the presents come from myself, grandparents, aunties, uncles and things. And I think I've actually done a video on this as well, minimalistic gifts and stuff, so again I'll leave a link to that below. But normally I'll say to people, you know, give them experiences, or I'll look at things that they do need, like maybe they need new wellies or a new coat, but you know, at their age it can be quite exciting to get like Paw Patrol wellies or a crocodile coat or something like that, so you can kind of go with things that they need. But it still happens, you still end up with so many new toys, and it's just a really good time to clear through the toys that you've already got, clear out anything. Well, I'll go through a list of things to clear out in a minute, but yeah, just clear that space so that their new toys have a home and are, you know, at the forefront. And it doesn't even have to be the new ones that are at the forefront, but I just think it's so good for children to know where things are, you know, that my boys have got a box for cars, a box for trains, a box for puzzles, a box for little people and characters and things like that, but so that they know when they're going to play with things that they can open the box and everything in there is something that they want, love or need. So I'm going to go through some things that are really good for you to get rid of. if you're a bit like, where do I even start? Okay, so things that are broken. If you have a toy that no matter how many times you've changed the batteries, no matter how many times you've banged it against something, it doesn't work, get rid of it. Unless it's like, I don't know, an Xbox and you can take it and get it fixed. Things that have got missing parts. The amount of toy cars that I've pulled out of the boys' toy box and it's missing a wheel, or I don't know, the doors come off and it's a bit jagged and sharp, or like something like that, just get rid of it. And when I say get rid of, obviously there are different ways that you can get rid of things. I don't want people to be like, oh, you're so wasteful. So recycle things, give them to charity, give them to, you can take toys to your children's school, nursery, local hospital, Salvation Army, re-gift to friends' children. Like, doesn't necessarily have to be a gift for Christmas, but you can just say, hey, I'm getting rid of these toys, does your child want them? So there are loads of different things. When I say get rid, I don't necessarily just mean chuck in the bin. But yes, things that are broken, things that have missing parts, things that aren't age appropriate anymore. I just went through and got rid of a load of charity shopped a load of books that were just quite babyish for the boys. Things that they just don't like anymore or just don't play with anymore. And if you're not sure, then maybe put those toys to the front of the toy box or to the front of the shelf or whatever, or offer them to play with them. If they're still not interested, then you can get rid of them. Because quite often what will happen is your child will walk in, see you getting rid of stuff or sorting through their stuff, and they'll say, oh, hang on, I want that, I haven't played with that in ages. They still don't play with it, but they just want it because they know you're getting rid of it. So yeah. Another tip as well, I feel like this is quite scrambled, but another tip is do this while your children aren't there, unless they grasp the concept of giving. My boys know, and I really drilled it into them, that there were lots of children who don't have any toys, let alone half as many toys as they have. And you know, even if they do have toys, they maybe don't have these particular ones. And we kind of go with the concept of giving to other little girls and boys. They don't necessarily know where. Sometimes it's to charity shops, sometimes it's to the nursery, school, things like that. But it ended up getting to the point where we did it so much that Jasper would say, I don't play with this anymore, can I give this to other little girls and boys? Or we'd be going through things and he'd go, no, I still want to keep that for me, but I want to give this to other little girls and boys. And it's just really nice that he understands that they are going to someone else to play with who maybe doesn't have anything or just hasn't ever tried that toy before. Or, you know, if he's done a puzzle 4 or 5 times, why don't we give it to someone else so that they can try it, and we'll go to the charity shop and pick you up a different puzzle. So yeah, if they're at the age where they can understand that, then it's really nice to do it with them, because then you don't have to make all the decisions. You can literally say, like, you go through the car box, take out any of the ones that are missing wheels, that are broken, that you don't want anymore, and I'll go through the people and I'll check with you and stuff like that. And it just makes it quite a nice thing to do together. And be ruthless as well. Like, children, honestly, they need to be using their imaginations so much more than we'd think. And I mean, if I'm honest, Jensen, he pretty much just plays with cars and trains. He doesn't play with any of the other boxes. Books we use every evening. The little characters, sometimes if we're doing like little role play games and stuff together, Jasper tends just to do crafts. So he's always just cutting things out of blue rolls and, you know, colouring things and using pipe cleaners. So he doesn't really use toys anymore. And I think sometimes it is really good to say, no, we're not going to play with the toys today, or, you know, have the toys out. And if they start getting bored, try and see what else you can do with those toys. So rather than just a train going along a train track, then think, okay, let's play shops. The train is going shopping, and the train can go around the house and find different things to buy, and just really try and bring back their imagination and realise that they don't need half the toys that they have probably got. To summarise, give things to charity, give things to friends, neighbours, Salvation Army, children's hospitals, schools, nurseries. It doesn't all have to go in the bin. And yeah, just make it an enjoyable experience. Just feel how calming and open the space feels when everything's kind of organised and decluttered, and there's more space for their new toys that they're going to be getting at Christmas. So yes, I will see you on day 2 of 12 days of Christmas.